All right, folks, welcome to High Octane Radio. I'm Lee Best. Tonight's a very special Century Club horror. I have no idea what the show will entail. Like all Century Club horrors, I kind of have a game plan going into it about what we'll talk about. We'll talk about the last show, preview the go home show, talk about the pay per view war games. But I would be lying if I thought that actually would happen. So I have no idea what we'll talk about. Tonight we're gonna have, as usual, our designated timekeeper, Mr. America's with us, who just came off a week long bender, birthday banging with his out of state girlfriend.
No comment.
No comment. We have Michael Best, my son. We have Chris Kostoff, and we have Easy Eric, who is the owner of eWrestler.net, that hopefully we'll be partnering and affiliating with once his site fully launches. Um, all these men will be doing Century Club with me tonight. That includes Chris Kostoff, who is liable to reach across the universe and kill someone tonight because I am letting him get drunk and rant tonight. Um, Obviously, America's not drinking. He's timekeeper. We'll try to bring on several different guests throughout the night. I know there's a lot of interest in what's going to be said tonight. To be honest with you, I have no idea what will be said. This could be the lamest show of all time. It could be the greatest show of all time. Who fucking knows? But we'll do what we always do. And if any indication of the YouTube channel so far in terms of hits and the different unique visitors that we've been getting it's been huge. So, and they haven't even heard all the old shows. I haven't even uploaded maybe 5% of the shows that we've ever done. I don't even think it's 2%. I think I only got like the last 3 or 4 shows up there. But all right, Mr. America, we're gonna start at 9:13 in 20 seconds. We'll start with the first shot. Tonight's horror will go 102 minutes because I'm proud to be American. And that will be sung tonight. And if you can't figure out what 102 minutes means, then you're just stupid as fuck.
You think you'll really cut it off at 102 minutes?
I hope and pray that we do. Well,
It really depends. Wait, do you mean the recording's done or the Century Club?
No, the
ends
Century Club ends at 102
Oh, okay,
minutes.
that's what I thought.
No, the horror will probably go 8 hours, probably.
Fantastic.
Kostoff, what time you got to go to work in the morning?
I don't know. Whenever I get there.
That's a beautiful thing. America, are you gonna make us drink? You're already 20 seconds late.
No, I'm in 20 seconds in. I thought we started drinking in the first minute.
No,
Oh,
I told
God
you to
damn
tell
it.
us to drink in 20 seconds.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm getting a fucking headache.
All right, we're
30
starting.
seconds. Already,
30 seconds.
already a shambles.
All right, start at the top of the minute, 9:14. As we start, and before we get too fucking trashed, and we don't give Eric a proper time to talk about his site and whatnot. Eric, why don't you tell us your role in e-fetting, what sites you've been on, characters you've handled, and tell us about eWrestler.net.
Well, I guess I've been around for a while, since about 2001, 2, probably before that.
Drink.
Basically, just a drink.
Uh-huh.
There's a drink.
Kostoff got dropped, by the way.
All right, anyway, shit.
Go ahead.
Yeah, eWrestler.net is going to be a new, I guess, a new site. No forums, nothing crazy. Just totally news, totally in character, and hopefully it's a little bit different than everything we're used to.
What's your goal in terms of, is it going to be in character, out of character? What type of posting is you going to have over there?
I mean, totally in character because just different than usual. You know what I mean? Like you get a lot of and I'm not here to beat up on anybody or anything like that.
Yes, you are. Name names and tell them they suck dick. Who?
Well, EW Zine and stuff like that. You get a lot of bitching and a lot of moaning about stupid shit, like out of character shit that really doesn't need to be said. I think, and I think if you go in character totally, that it's just news. It's not fucking.
Drink.
Well, you eliminate all the bullshit is pretty much what you're going to be able to do.
Yeah, it's just gonna be news. It's not gonna be bullshit. Just news. No fucking drama. No fucking arguing. And with that goes no forums. You know what I mean? So it's just gonna be totally fucking news.
Awesome. I talked to you about earlier, I definitely want to get an affiliation going. We'll get a banner we'll whore you out on our shows and whatnot. I seen you put a tweet out earlier today about getting some staff. You get anybody worth the fuck hired yet?
I got 2 people. One person I've ever heard of. What the fuck?
Who is their name?
His or her name? Nessa Wall or some shit like that. I don't know who it is. But basically, I'm taking anybody because everything has to be approved by me according to the script anyway. So if they send it forward, you know, I have to approve it. And drinking again. I'm gonna be wasted by the time this thing's over.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Kostoff, what the fuck's going on in your household?
No, we're just having fun. Calm down.
Sounds like domestic abuse.
Not
No,
yet.
that's-
That's later.
If it's not on the air, I'll be very disappointed.
And listen, it's not domestic abuse if it's done with an open hand or inside Walmart, so it's all good.
Or the sack
Below the
full of
waist
oranges.
and above the knee. It's
There
good.
you go. Oh. So who is the other person that you got hired, Eric?
He's a guy that a lot of people don't like actually, and it's David Tyrell.
No.
But I'll tell you what, you know what? Hey,
Now hold on, 20-second timeout. Dave has a hard time running his own projects, so this actually might work if he's not running it and he's
Yeah,
just
like
helping
he
out.
trying to do way too much when you leave him to his
Yeah.
own devices. But
well,
if you
Dave
give him
usually has like
instructions-
9 projects at a time
Drink.
running.
Yeah,
So and drinking.
yeah. The minutes are going a little quick, America.
I'm drinking loud on purpose so you
Are
don't
we,
yell at me.
every
are we
minute?
already
Is that what it
complaining
is?
about the minutes?
Yeah, every minute for 102 minutes, we take a shot.
So glad I brought my 12-pack right next to me.
That's what I
Um,
got.
Anyway, Dave, I've known for a while, and he's a pretty good dude and everything. But I think in small doses and written columns that are in character, he will be effective.
I agree with you. I think when he runs his own shit, he gets spread himself too thin. The next thing you know, it's flaked out.
Well, and I think he takes a lot of flack for no fucking reason because you got a lot of guys that fucking
Don't do shit.
and then you got a lot of guys at the other places that say a lot of stupid fucking shit. And
Name names. Who says stupid
Huh?
shit? Give me
Well,
some names.
and you know,
Drink.
Are we talking
another
about your dad?
guy that I like, but if you look at the whole Scott Perry and Mac Bry thing,
Oh God.
I mean, I'm not trying to like, you know,
I get a rash every time I look at Mac Bry's avatars.
yeah, I do too. But I'll tell you, I get an STD by visual fucking dump. I don't know what it is, but anyway, he says a lot of shit to that guy that's like totally offensive to other people. You know what I mean?
Right.
And other people don't get punished, but then you ban this guy for fucking all he does is make, you know, dry humor. It might be funny to him, but it's not.
Dave is just. I'm telling you, if you put Dave
Funny
in
to
the
us,
right,
we're gonna ban him from everything. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. If you keep Dave,
I don't know.
Dave's got his strengths, and I think what you got him signed up for, he'll work out well. But
Drink.
Yeah, it's not gonna be the Dave show. You know what I mean? So I think it'll work out all right. He was the
Definitely.
first one to fucking after I don't know what. I've been around for a week.
yeah,
And right away, about I think it might have been this morning, he tweeted me, "When are you gonna hire me?" type of shit. So
why don't you give everybody your Twitter handle real quick? before
it's
you,
at ewrestler.net, and it's totally spelt out ewrestler.dotnet.
Cool. Everybody follow this man. He's already done us a solid by retweeting some HOW news, whoring out tonight's whore, pay-per-view stuff, so good stuff. Cost off.
Yo.
Are you drinking your shots or are you being a pussy?
No, I'm drinking my St. Pauli girl. Calm down.
Oh, I totally read my first Kostoff's Corner today.
What'd you think about Kostov's
Drink.
Corner? That's what I was about to ask him.
Drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was good, and I think that for a guy that's been around for so long in one EFED, you know what I mean, that sometimes shit needs to be said, and if people don't fucking abide by that, then
Boot him. Fucking fire him.
yeah,
Get him the fuck out.
you can have your issues and everything like that, and I've ran EFEDs before, I've been in plenty of them, and whether or not I kept up my end of the bargain is another thing, but to for a guy that's been around for so long, he definitely has the justification to talk about whatever the fuck he wants to talk about, if you ask me.
He's our Undertaker,
Yeah.
basically. So Kostoff, that's what I was going to lead into, the corner. Well, what made you decide to write your latest column? And I'll tell you what, your column was actually longer than your last 25 role plays combined.
This is true. It was.
I almost
When I woke-
scored it. I didn't know what it was. I almost scored it right away.
No, when I woke up yesterday, I see, I'm going, I wake up, my phone's fucking going crazy, and I'm reading everything that was going on. I'm going, what the fuck? What the fuck's everyone's problem? And I read the match, and I was like, okay, I understand, but my issue and my thing was this: you cannot like someone in the Fed, and that's fine. That's going to happen. Egos are going to get in the way. Heat of the moment, people are going to say shit left and right. It happens all the time. But in all reality, there's no reason to air your issues with someone else in a public forum like that. It's bad for the Fed, and it makes the people in the Fed look bad. If you have an issue, send a DM. You guys can bitch at each other all you want on DM. I don't want to fucking
Drink.
see it. That being said, that's why I did what I did. Because, I understand, and Mike, no offense to you. Please don't
No,
take
I
it
didn't
this
take
way.
it, man. I agree with you. You saw what I put up after you posted your column.
No, I
You were
know,
the
but I
first
was
guy I
like, you know what?
apologized to.
No, I know, and I'm like, you know what? I understand. I understand you and Scotty have issues for whatever the reason is. And again,
They
personally, I
fucked
don't
the
care.
same girlfriend. That's what happened.
They probably did, and or Betsy Bloom at the same time. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
We locked eyes and it got weird.
What'd you
It's
say?
like that-
Black guys look weird.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And
Racist dogs, my ass.
that was 9 minutes into the horror, and we're gonna get racism.
It usually takes me a lot less, trust me. No, but I was like, there's no reason to put that shit all over the place, and it's annoying. So I just figured, at this
Drink.
point in time, it's time to say what put my foot down, say what I gotta say, and be done with it. And if I piss anyone off, hey, I understand, but fuck, man, you gotta be a little bit smarter than what you're doing at times.
And for the record, me, Mike, and Rob were talking that night, and we talked on the phone. So, as far as I'm concerned, I have no issues with anybody that I talked to that night, be it Mike, Rob, or Scotty. Scotty would guide us free reign. It was my call. I made the call because it was a secondary character. Unboast me that Mike was planning on making him a full-time character. Would I have allowed that on a full-time character? Fuck no. Would I have allowed a match like that to take place on Mike Best, America, Costa? No, fuck no. I made a call. It was obviously the wrong call. And Scotty Wood went over the line, and I let him go with it. It was at the end of the day, it's a written word. Nobody actually got hurt. Nobody
Drink.
actually got fucked, except for America, who was in Nebraska or Missouri, I should say, in the Show Me State.
No comment.
So, as far as I'm concerned, the issue's over in terms of what happened with that match. I think Mike and Scotty, you guys will always go at it on Twitter. I don't give a fuck what you guys tell me that you guys are going to be done with it. You guys can't go cold turkey. You guys are going at it the next night. So
I can do it. You watch.
No bullshit. You guys are like fucking junkies.
Nobody believes your ass, dude.
Hey, just do what I do. I went cold turkey.
You did. How'd you do it, America?
I unfollowed Scotty Wood on Twitter.
Is that all you had to do?
Yeah, I'm done. I completely checked out. I don't have
See
to
that
listen to
I
it.
tried for a while, but it's the same. Then Lee started muting me all the time to keep me off of the feed on
Yeah.
the main site, which I actually
Yeah.
didn't know that was why until just now. I just thought he was being a douchebag. But the problem is, I figured out a long time ago the
Drink.
workaround for still seeing. for
These
still
are quick
seeing
minutes
shit.
here.
And when you know that it's not, when you know you can't see it, it makes you want to go look more. So you really got, if you're going to do that, you got to commit to not looking at all, which obviously America's done.
Well, everybody likes the Twitter feed on the site, so I leave it. So if you guys are going at it, I'll mute one of you or both of you just so it doesn't show up. So yeah. And I took it down for a while, but everybody likes it. I mean, social media is huge. I mean, a lot of matches we get in HOW are based off heat that happens on Twitter. A lot of the trash talking leads into role play battles that are really legit and fun to read. So it's gonna happen. 140 characters has brought a lot of good to HOW, and it's brought a lot of bad. Let's face it. I mean,
There's
there's
also
some-
been some Greystone HOW pay-per-view RPs,
Oh yes.
140 characters or less.
Yeah, and that if I get rid of a douchebag Hall of Famer, trust me, I would get rid of anybody.
Drink.
So
This is true.
to me, at the end of the day, I've been running the Fed for 10 years. I'm gonna keep people around me that make it fun for me. If you're making it like a fucking job for me, I'm gonna get fucking rid of you. I like Scotty Wood. He does a lot for the Fed. Match writing, a lot of the back end stuff. He knows how to do the FTP, the coding. He knows how to do a lot of that stuff. A lot of stuff America's just picking up now. Luckily for America, the site's fucking so badass, but Narc build, that America literally is just dragging and dropping shit into place. Where Scotty would know some of the technical stuff. So
That's
I like
part of what
Scott.
made me want to go and be like full-time staff at some point, just so I can see the fucking back end. I keep hearing about it, and I've never seen it.
Well, America, you speak on it. America doesn't know jack shit about EFET or HTML or coding or any JavaScripts or PHP or Drupal, but America can post a card and do all the crazy shit in the back end pretty quickly. He's got God powers.
Drink. Yeah, it's pretty easy. If I like, for example, if I put up a card, let's say 5 matches, and Lee's like, I don't like it. I want you to change these 2 matches and add 3 more, and put them in the middle. Instead of me having to delete the whole card, I can just go in, add these matches, and then drag them up to where they belong on the card, and then save it. And it makes my job a hell of a lot easier that it's not, all this deletion and addition again. So
And at any point, America doesn't have to do any HTML shit. And then, like, all the site content is in blocks. So, literally, we have probably about, what do you say, America, about 25 to 30 blocks that are disabled
yeah,
that nobody can see. We literally, American can just drag what he wants into place, where he wants it to show up on the site, edit it, whatever he wants, and it shows up on the site. It's that badass of a site.
How many lines of code are you really looking at with that
drink.
website?
You don't look at any lines of code in the back end.
No, I mean, in hard code, how many lines?
Oh, good. Oh, shit. Fuck. I never
Billions?
actually. Yeah, I haven't really. To be honest
I
with
mean,
you, Eric, I
I'm
hadn't
not
even.
trying to be, I'm not trying to be like
No, I have. To be honest with you, I've
asking
never
an
actually.
impossible question, but are you talking over 1,000 per page or what?
Oh, undoubtedly.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, to be
if
honest with
nothing
you,
else-
Eric, I haven't looked. I haven't looked to see
If
how
nothing
bad
else,
it is.
just to take a guess, knowing how good Narc is, and knowing that I remember the phone call, because you didn't announce it for a long time, but the phone call that you gave to me, Lee, about the site and wanting some input and stuff. I'm from like your beta test guys initially. That was last summer before I went to California, which means it was like probably close to a year ago. And when did the site finally actually launch? Like just after Iconic this year?
Yeah.
So that's how
Drink.
much code is in that website.
Yeah.
And it's totally ASP, right? Well, HTML, ASP, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah. It's the old site was pure ASP, pure. There was hardly any HTML in it.
Yeah.
This one's got a little PHP in it with the forms and whatnot, but all of it. I'll have to. We'll see how everything goes, Eric, and maybe I'll get you an admin account over there and let you check it out. 'Cause it looks like your site's gonna be pretty badass from the flash that you put up there.
Yeah,
What do you got running with yours? It almost looked like a WordPress theme.
that's what another guy said too, but it's totally my code. I mean, apart from the slider,
Right.
I bought and downloaded that one. But yeah, it's gonna be mostly PHP and HTML. You know what I mean? I'm not a big
Drink.
ASP guy or anything like that, but drinking.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, and we'll get into this talk later about the 10 people that I think the Fed, everybody was talking about earlier. Narc would be number one, obviously, because Narc's made every site that we've had from 2002 on. He's made every site.
Yep.
He makes it to the point where it's easy for me to. I've learned so much coding and whatnot just from working on Narc sites that I can use it, with my company and stuff and do other shit. But every site we've had has been made by the same dude. and his actual job in the UK is, he's a Drupal, PHP, ASP developer over there. So we're very lucky. And this is the first time we actually paid for the site, just to get on his payroll. Otherwise, he was doing it in his free time. So it took like 6 months for him to get to where he was at, and then probably, I don't know, America, what do you say, about 2 or 3 months for it to get finished?
Drink.
And once we got on the payroll.
Yeah, he was pretty quick once we. It's amazing how much money factors in, but yes,
Yeah.
once we got him the money, it was pretty quick. He was like throwing up skins and new things like literally just as much as he could, and he was going fast at it too.
Well, the reason it went so quick and the reason we paid for it is because he got to sit at work and use all the tools he had there instead of doing it in his free time at home and whatnot. So
Yeah.
it was something that I talked to America about, Ace, Max, and other guys, and ultimately it was America's decision to throw in his War Games contributions from last year into the pot. But it paid off. I would say I'm not gonna say we got the best site out there, but I think we got one of the better EFED sites out there.
We had the best.
Oh, as far as eFeds go, I can't think of anybody who's got a better web page. There's some cool looking ones out there, but there's none that have the back end functionality that we have.
And just the huge amount.
I think
Drink.
it's really easy to and every time I start talking, we start drinking.
Yeah.
I think it's really easy to do a WordPress site and shit like that, which has killed me financially.
Right.
But when that first HOW website came out, it was like, wow, what is this? It was really dynamic, and there was a lot of things that we hadn't seen in e-fetting before. And basically, and I'm not trying to beat around the bush, and I don't want to be a pussy or anything, but like, what are you talking about as in terms of financially? You're getting this guy, you're paying this guy to build your website. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about as far as money goes?
4 digits.
4 digits?
Yep.
That's pretty unheard of as far as our hobby goes.
Yes.
And
Let's just say the HOW Petty
Drink.
Cash Fund at fuck you.
fuck.
The HOW Petty Cash Fund. We do a drive every holiday season, and we contribute 20% to a charity. This year it was to Autism Speaks. But we have a drive during War Games and charity events during holidays. We were up to, I think it was like 4,800, and we dropped quite a bit to Narc to get him on the payroll, and then we got our own VPS server now. So that's $50 a month we drop just on hosting. So
And hey, let me say something. This goes back to what we were talking about, what I was talking about earlier, and that was another reason why I got as adamant as I did yesterday. I'm sorry, with the amount of work you put into this, man, and with the amount of money that's been paid into it, and with the amount of work that Narc puts into it, I just found the whole thing just fucking crazy that it got as out of hand as it did, and that was another reason why I got as
Drink.
upset about the whole thing. So I was like, dude, with all the, that's just disrespectful for what you do, because dude, you put a lot of work into the Fed, as everyone knows. Why, whatever.
drink cost off.
I just did.
I'm
Shut
gonna
up.
get you drunk and raged. But yeah, Eric, we have everybody. It's not just one guy. I mean, we've had a lot of people donate money, so we come up with creative ways to make it like people buy arenas. All our HOW shows happen in HOW owned arenas. Like America owns like 920 arenas.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah. Other people own like 3 or 4, and we'll tour, and everybody gets a show in their arena. They get to book undercards how they want it. Like, we go to the UK, and the Ground Zeroes, that stable, they have pure wrestling matches. There's no stips. We go to a Scottywood arena. It's all hardcore shit.
Drink.
And then it ties into all the payroll that at some point I'm going to unleash.
I'm gonna be totally 100% honest with you. I was really hoping for a fucking Scottywood show up tonight.
He is available. He is completely trashed right now, but I'm gonna wait until we get a little further into the Century Club before I bring him on.
I'm a
promise I'll
giant
behave.
When
Scottywood
both
fan.
are drunk.
Wow.
What was that, Eric?
I'm a huge Scottywood fan.
But
That's
of course,
awesome.
the later that he gets on here, and the more I've had to drink, the less likely I am to be nice. So you got to do it soon.
Oh
No,
my
Eric,
god.
Eric,
I am-
would you classify yourself as a Scottywood Mark?
A Scottywood Mark, I would do it.
Oh God.
That's awesome.
Wait, there is one of you.
Scottywood, that shit is fucking ridiculous. That's what's so awesome about it. It's just fucking stupid.
Drink.
Uh,
And that's an outsider.
Hey, he gets the characters. He gets the handler. All right, well, we're gonna take a quick break. We hit the 25-minute mark. I want to make sure we cut this up, because I have no idea how long the show is gonna go tonight. So I'm gonna try to get a couple segments in that aren't 3 hours long. So we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue our chat with Eric, Mike, Kostoff, and America. America, keep the drinking count going.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back, folks.